Folks, we are here in Princeton, county seat of Caldwell County, Kentucky. It is Saturday evening. It's about 6 o'clock, and we're going to show you around town. Hope you enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Walking out in front of the Capitol Theater. Not sure when it stopped being in operation, but probably been a while. Just filmed Castle on the Cumberland in Eddyville. That was a really bizarre reaction. I was like 2 blocks away from the gate, just filming the building and what I presume to be the Ohio River or Lake Barkley or some kind of body of water on a tip from some residents, and had penitentiary staff come out and ask me for my name, take pictures of my plate. One guy, when he thought, after he took a picture of my plate, thought I was taking a picture of his plate, and I thought he was trying to box me in, and so he backs into the road and then puts the car in reverse and guns it. He's doing like 30 miles an hour in front of the residents that told me to go film where I went to film, and they said, you can film there's no problem, like that's not part of the penitentiary as long as you don't go past the gate. And I was like 2 blocks away from the gate, but I could not believe my eyes. Like a corrections officer, you know, putting a car in reverse on a street at 30 miles an hour, that's as reckless as it gets. Anyways, you could check that out at allamericanaudits.com, All American Audits on YouTube. Nice little plaza here. And this here is Blooms by the Brook. Got a little art shop. I think Brooke was in the window there, but I didn't want to put her on film, you know, because sometimes people don't want to be on film, but she waved, I waved, she waved. Black Patch Grill. It's pretty cool. And we got some signs there. There's the Caldwell County Courthouse. And I've actually already done a video here. I actually already have. So Providence is where I want to go. I'm glad I'm here, don't get me wrong. But Providence is where I had a video and it erased. Or I erased it, let's be honest. Let's take accountability. I erased it by accident. But yeah, so in any event, it's August 26th. And I'm back here in Princeton. I'm happy to be here. Don't misconstrue. I just thought I was in Providence, and I'm not. There's a Confederate monument here. Not a lot of those left. But I haven't been to Princeton in the evening time, so that's a first. Beautiful little city here, county seat of Caldwell County. Looks a lot, well, feels a lot better during this time of the day. Because I think I came here the last time, I think it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was scorching hot. Black Patch War here on December 1st, 1906 began. Black Patch War, which lasted to the end of 1908. Wait a minute, from December 1st, 1906 to the end of 1908, night riders fought against non-cooperative farmers and businessmen who opposed the dark tobacco pool. Huh. What is the dark tobacco pool? Well, it says the same thing on the other side. I will have to research what the dark tobacco pool is, because, I mean, for them to fight over a year against them, who knows? Caldwell County Courthouse Annex. Look at that sky above it. It looks fantastic. And this is maybe another court building. As you guys know, I'm a licensed practicing attorney, so I may actually do a case out here in Caldwell County, maybe Lyon County, maybe McCracken County. I mean, I just did a CLE, which is a continuing legal education course for the Bowling Green Bar Association. So who knows? That's Warren County. Who knows? Maybe I'll be out this way, and maybe I'll get in front of the judge for something. Hopefully something good. Maybe like a PI case or a Fourth Amendment violation case that I could, you know, see myself in a case studied by law students. How cool would that be? I'm a very humble person. Yeah, right. Brantley's Furniture. Now tell me that that couch does not look like it was made to just jump on and just take a nap. That's the kind of couch that you kind of have to get peeled off of it, you know, because it's just so comfortable. Like your body and the couch becomes one. HR Ministries, Revelation 1:8. I don't know what Revelation 1:8 is. I have to check that out. Along with the dark tobacco pool. There's the banner, locals supporting locals. It's $1. That's not too bad. You will be blessed when you go in, but you're closed, but I get it. And how long has that theater been closed? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh. Where are you guys from? ¿Ustedes son latinos? ¿De dónde son? Ah, El Salvador, chévere. Es ahí está Nayib Bukele, metiéndole miedo a medio mundo. Sí, sí. ¿De qué parte de El Salvador son? Ah, de San Salvador. Chévere, chévere. Yo quiero ir a San Vicente, ¿lo conocen? Siempre he querido ir ahí. Bueno, gracias. So, that's the Capitol Theater there. But it looks like it's in really bad shape, so I don't know. Those guys are from El Salvador, and they're from the capital, but I want to go to a place called San Vicente, which is a smaller city. And it's a little remote, but it's really beautiful. El Salvador is amazing, and I really want to go. And I was talking to them about the president there, Nayib Bukele, who's just like absolutely running the gangs into the ground. So they're really nice guys. Here's a Central Presbyterian Church. Really nice building. There's a church over there. There's my rental car that the Kentucky State Penitentiary guards will probably be looking for, but that's a rental, guys. I thought it was so wild that I was 2 blocks outside of that place on a public street, no less. And they came out and asked me for my name, took a picture of the plate, put their car in reverse on a public street and gunned it at 30 miles an hour. I mean, that warden there should tell them, hey guys, you don't have any authority outside of those prison walls. You're not law enforcement. And even law enforcement, you can't just arbitrarily ask a citizen exercising a First Amendment right for their name or take pictures of their license plate. Not only can the police not do that, you guys can't do that. Not only that, but you can't put a car in reverse on a street and gun it at 30 miles an hour in front of residents. I mean, how reckless is that? There's the house on the corner from the penitentiary. There's children, and there's a couple of black dogs there. So it's not like, we're talking about some, deserted stretch of land. I mean, The reason I was even down there was because a couple of residents that were sitting outside told me to go down there because it's public right away. I mean, it's a community, it's a neighborhood with children and dogs and people sitting outside, and you're gonna put a car in reverse and gun it at 30 miles an hour. And 30 miles is not my estimation, it's the residents that were sitting on their porch that witnessed it. That's pretty crazy, guys. That is pretty crazy. But that's Eddyville. I'm in Princeton, different county. But it's pretty amazing, actually, that corrections officers think that they can do that. That's really, actually, really frightening. But in any event, this is Princeton, not Providence. But it's nice to do the video in the evening time and come across a lot of friendly people. Paducah, though, I've got to say, I did a walk in Paducah on Broadway, and my goodness, everybody there was so cool. The shopkeepers, pedestrians waved me down to get on camera. Kind of remind me of Amagansett Press and watching The Watchmen, when Amagansett Press says, you know, back in his day when people would see cameras, they would jump in front of it and say, "Hi, Mom," and that's what I would do when I was a kid. And it's just cool to see that, you know. Princeton First Baptist Church, organized March 30th, 1850, under the leadership of the Reverend James Mansfield and a presbytery, how do you say that, presbytery? From Donaldson, Harmony, and New Bethel Baptist churches began. 11 members. Wow, this began with 11 members. Power of faith, you know. The first church, built in 1851, stood on Vine Street. It was used by Union troops as a hospital and stable for their horses. And I bet you they didn't really ask for permission. They kind of just took it. I bet you. There's Ogden United Methodist Church. And the reason I say they probably just took it, it's not a knock on the Union. It's just that that's the whole purpose. Well, yes and no. That's part of the purpose of the Third Amendment, which is that people don't have to quarter troops. Now, granted, a church is not a home, but it's kind of a similar type argument. Now, if they asked for it, if they leased it, if they purchased it, great. Do I think they did any of the above? No, I don't. But who knows? Who knows? So in any event, and do I think the Confederates would have done any of the above? No. I think, you know, in war, armies kind of bend the rules a little bit, kind of do whatever they want to do. But and actually, Kentucky had Union troops, Confederate troops, and guerrillas. And guerrillas were like none of the above. They were just kind of like, you know, just, I guess, like vandals or something. I don't know. Because if you look at the courthouses, there was like 20 something courthouses that were set ablaze. And some were set ablaze by Union troops, some were set ablaze by Confederate troops, and some were set ablaze by guerrillas. I always wondered what guerrillas were. I mean, I know what guerrillas are in, you know, freedom fighter jargon, but not in the Civil War. And that's what they were, I guess. Just kind of like marauders, vandals, thugs, punks, I don't know. Any title that you like. I think I'm going to go with the front of the Capitol as the picture thumbnail for Princeton. Hope you guys don't mind. I think it's very historic. I'm not trying to say that, you know, it looks the way that it does, and I'm not trying to make fun of the way that it looks, but it definitely looks old, and so I like old.